man, I'm trying to do the best that I can with what it is I have. I ain't no perfect man, I'm trying to do the best that I can with what it is I have. Put my heart and soul into this song. I hope you feel me.
Hi, this is Dr. Brown at Uniondale High School, and I'm excited to announce the opening of our Wellness Center. A couple of weeks ago, we had the chance to open up our Wellness Center, and it's been a dream of the district to have a safe space for students to go to when they're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, if they need a little bit of support, safe space to just be quiet and reset so they can go back into their classrooms. As this is very important, it's also important that we go through the organization, facilitation, the referral process, the assessment process for our students going into this space. There's a quote that comes to mind by Layla Delia, which says, "Self care is how you take your power back." And what we want for our students is to not just be amazing scholars, but we also want to make sure that we are taking care of the whole child. The reason that we need to make sure that we're taking care of the whole child is because of some of the challenges that a lot of our teenagers are facing. Here it says that approximately 3.2 million adolescents from the ages of 12 to 17 in the United States experience at least one major depressive episode. That happened back in 2020. And my assumption is that more than likely that number is increasing because of some of the challenges that our students are facing. There's also some statistics out of the CDC, which talks about our students using illicit drugs. Right now, it's up to approximately 10%, 9.7%. And again, this is research from 2020. Another piece of data talks about the amount of students who are dropping out. In the year 2020 to 2021, the dropout rate for 9th to 12th graders was approximately 2.6%. And though that number might seem small, a lot of those students who are dropping out, the majority of those students that are dropping out, report having struggles with mental health. We also understand that there's a correlation between academic achievement and mental health. Students with anxiety and depression are experiencing difficulty concentrating and completing assignments and participating in class. Another issue that comes to mind is the issue around cyberbullying. Cyberbullying has become a major challenge for a lot of our students. Approximately 35% of students have experienced some form of cyberbullying. This form of bullying can have severe consequences for victims' mental health and academic performance. And because of these challenges, we decided to create a safe space in our school for students to get the support that they need. Also, because of social isolation, which took place during COVID 19, these different emotions and feelings have been exacerbated. Feelings of loneliness, isolation amongst teenagers have risen as a result, which is increasing the amount of students that are reporting feeling stressed, feeling anxious, and also going through depression. The mission and vision of the program. So, the mission is to provide a supportive environment for students experiencing mild to moderate stress, anxiety, and emotional regulation challenges where they can self regulate and de stress and return to class feeling refreshed and focused. Now, what's key about the mission is that this is for students who are feeling mild to moderate feelings of stress and anxiety. What that means is students who are feeling an excessive amount of stress and anxiety should report to their guidance counselors, their school counselors, social workers, school psychiatrists, sociologists, uh, psychologists. And what's really important is that they get their needs met based on where they are. We don't want students who are in extreme situations going to the wellness center because they need a different type of support at that time. That's a little bit more intense. The vision to foster a school climate where students feel supported, valued, and equipped with the tools to navigate emotional challenges effectively. And again, We want the students to become independent and be able to self regulate, meaning that they're able to see where they are emotionally and then make the changes that they need to make and get the support that they need in that time. Again, it's about creating a supportive environment, addressing emotional needs, and promoting student success. And really, what we're learning is that we can't challenge our students to be the best they can be in the classroom if we're not taking care of all of their needs and looking at the whole child in a comprehensive manner. Eligibility. Again, students who are experiencing mild to moderate levels of stress, anxiety, depression, we want those students to be there. And I want to continue to stress that students who are in dire need of extreme support must go to a school counselor, they must go to the school psychologist because this space is not equipped to provide them with the support that they need. This is just a safe space for them to get away, recharge for about 10 to 15 minutes, and get back into the classroom. Again, students who are experiencing these levels of challenges are encouraged to come to the Wellness Center to develop coping skills, to practice breathing methods, and sometimes to simply sit in silence and get their needs met there. And again, students with emotional regulation difficulties. And I do believe that there's a lot of students that would benefit from this space. And we're not going to push, and let me be clear, we're not going to push students away who have other needs, but we want to make sure that we're getting them support that they need. The Wellness Center is designed to support students who need a brief, supportive environment to self regulate, de stress, and return to class feeling refreshed and focused. I wanted to talk a little bit about the referral process. So, we have a referral process through Google Forms where teachers are able to refer students to the Wellness Center. And here it says teachers and staff members can complete a brief online referral form to recommend a student for the Wellness Center visit. The referral form allows them to describe the student's needs and suggest an appropriate time for the student to access the center. That'll be sent out to the entire staff, and you can use it as much as you need. We do want to be careful of having the exact same students out of the classroom every single day because that's a lot of instructional time that will be missed. If there's a bigger need, we need to meet with parents and other folks to make sure that we're helping those students. Also, we want students to self-refer refer themselves to the Wellness Center. And here it says students can also self-refer to the Wellness Center by obtaining a pass from their teacher or directly from the Wellness Center staff. This allows students to take the initiative to access the support they need. And this is really important because we're giving students voice and giving them the opportunity to talk about their needs. Because we have introverted students, this is difficult, but we want to teach them to be comfortable with expressing how they feel and getting the support that they need. Well, what are some of the activities that teachers and students can expect when they go into the classroom? It's a quiet time for relaxation. It's a calming space. It's a soothing environment with music and aromatherapy and a separate space just to sit in quiet that's closed off for students. There's deep breathing and mindfulness activities and guided practices for students. There's also stress relieving activities, offering a creative and engaging activity such as coloring, journaling, listening to calming music. Also is being used to help students unwind and de-stress. And also we want to provide some learning. What's important for us at Uniondale is to be a hub and to be a space for teaching and learning where students are learning what they're feeling, why they're feeling what they're feeling, and to develop coping skills, problem solving skills, and better communication skills. A lot of our students struggle to actually figure out what's bothering them. So we want to provide an academic space that's focused on social emotional learning. The Wellness Center aims to offer a diverse range of activities and resources to support students in navigating their emotional and mental well being. As the program grows and gets better, we'll be thinking outside of the box in terms of ways to engage our students. But this is just the beginning of something that I think is going to be amazing. Pre and post assessments. To evaluate the effectiveness of the Wellness Center visit, students are asked to complete a brief pre assessment upon entering and post assessment before leaving. The pre assessment measures the student's current emotional state, such as their levels of anxiety, frustration, and calmness. This helps the Wellness Center staff tailor the support and activities to the student's immediate needs. The post assessment then evaluates the impact of the visit, gathering feedback to continuously improve the Wellness Center's services. Now, one of our staff members, Dr. Rothenberg, mentioned being very careful about some of the terms that we use and misdiagnosing students. So we're going to move away from anxiety and depression because again, that's something that a professional should be saying. We will be using terms such as you're feeling overwhelmed, you feel down, you feel frustrated, because we want to be careful about some of the terms that we use because we're not equipped to diagnose someone um, in those different ways. So, but it's a great way for us to see how effective the center is for our students. The Wellness Center staff. So the staff, the facilitators in the Wellness Center it'll be a team because we're asking everyone available to spend some time in the Wellness Center. That means admin, social workers, uh, school counselors, psychologists, epic workers, teachers, and students. Just to be clear, there's never going to be a time where it's just students in the Wellness Center working with other students. There's always going to be an adult in the room. Right now, we're asking some of our teachers who are free during the day to be present, and we want at least two adults in the room each period. We have a couple of days covered, but we do need more support. So if you're a staff member and you'd like to support the Wellness Center, please let me know and we can place you on the schedule. Training and professional development will be ongoing. We want to develop a curriculum that can be used at the Wellness Center. We want to also explore some of the needs and challenges that are very unique to adolescent students. Trauma informed practices. We want to think about different strategies for creating a safe, supporting environment and responding to students who have experienced trauma. Also, please remember that all educators are considered mandated reporters. So if something comes up at the Wellness Center, it is our responsibility to refer that information to the appropriate staff members to get the student the help that they need. Also, crisis intervention. We want to tackle this is more preventative, and we want to tackle some of the crisis that our students face ahead of time to make sure to try and avoid some of the challenges that happen afterwards, and also some of the ethical and legal considerations. We're looking at guidance in maintaining confidentiality in terms of our students' information, parent consent, and adhering to the different laws and regulations around student privacy. So this again is a part of an ongoing initiative that we have, and we will be providing additional training around these different topics. In terms of our student co-facilitators, what's amazing about this space is that the students created this space, they thought of it, and they are going to be helping to facilitate this. This helps in so many different ways. One particular way this helps is creating a peer-to-peer relationship with students that can help their friends during times of trouble and when they're facing these challenges. Also, it's college and career readiness designed for students who are looking to go into social work, psychology, and other fields such as that. Those are public service fields. We want to start moving our students into a practicum and get them to become apprentices in this field as well. Leadership experience. This is going to be transformative in terms of getting our students and teachers to be leaders in these fields. And finally, like I said before, promoting peer support. I do believe that this is going to revolutionize the lives of our students by helping one another. By involving trained student leaders in the Wellness Center, we aim to empower students, build a culture of peer support, and provide valuable leadership development opportunities. Confidentiality, students' information is to be kept confidential. Anonymous survey responses to ensure that confidentiality, and also secure data storage. The information regarding the forms and referrals will be kept by myself and the administrative staff. And we are going to restrict access to personal files of students. And I take from Ferris Bueller as I close off, take a break and let the world wait for a moment. And that's what we want our students to do. Simply take a break from a very busy day and let the entire world wait for you. Thank you so much for listening to this presentation. Along with the presentation, I'll be sending out some information via email regarding the pre-assessments, post-assessments, and our current schedule. If you are interested in volunteering, please let me know. We'd love to have you. Thank you so much.